We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes, bringing this running back in. For Portal. He knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got a man. It's Sanford. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Finding some room. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Houston going up tempo.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, the offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. One thing that has been a big point in practice, right side of the offensive line and how they can control this edge pressure. Reed. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Good, solid tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Reed. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Cougars have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Sanford.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to move them on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Maybe a crease. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring...
It's complete! They will score! Touchdown, Aggies!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside. It's Owens. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going with the counter play here. There's some room. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Offense in a bunch formation. Run inside. It's Hughes. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Houston wants to play fast. Makes the grab. It's Walker. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the option. And into the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Setting up the screen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Incomplete pass, but it'll be a productive play for the offense. His flag's going to go against the D. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Houston has it with a first and goal. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing Reed. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers, taking on the number 17 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They get to him as he throws. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, not giving up the third down conversion.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Running inside. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls it on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. It'll be third and long. They just keep firing. Moving out to the right. At midfield, he's got room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Hughes. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Here comes the offense on second down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Houston going up tempo.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you You give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Henderson. It's complete on the right side. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Quick step and go. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Reed on the play action. Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the punt hits at the 8. Goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Walker. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Guys?
Okay, Holly. A run for the quarterback. Got a little grass. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Reed. Catch in the middle. It's Riley. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Owens. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Houston, hello! The defense putting points on the board.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a play, and look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie things up. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Owens. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got him. There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. A&M comes back out with another first down. Running inside, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go right back to the run. Might have a chance. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, getting that guy matched up on a linebacker, that guy matched up on a safety, keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot, get him the football, let him make plays.
Got his man on the right. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Play fake, Marcel Reed. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The Aggies get it right back.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've been challenged now, Jesse, and it's up to this offense to provide an answer.
Yeah, they've got to be able to get the momentum back, David. We know that's a real thing in college football. Here late in the game, you still got the lead, but how can they answer?
And I think that's what you remember. Still got the lead. Doesn't matter the defense just gave up a score. Let's execute and keep this lead.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Pressure coming. Connection to the right. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Could be an alley. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston! The Cougars with the immediate response.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a two-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Reed to throw. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. He's playing his best football right now.
Here's a heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Looking for the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get...
There's a crease. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.